New at 10, a frightening discovery for the people of a small Texas town. They woke up to find their lawns littered with dead birds. Thousands of birds. As Melissa Cutler reports, neighbors are afraid and they want some answers.
The mystery unnerved Latricia Mordecai.
As I was driving up the street, I noticed all these birds across the street.
Dozens of bird carcasses.
It's kind of spooky.
Black feathered grackles strewn across Purple Sage Road in front yards and back.
This morning I begin to, from the tree coming down and begin to...
Oh, so you saw him dying?
Yeah, I saw from the tree.
Neighbors began flocking outside.
You got a lot of them back there?
They got some in our backyard, and I looked in the neighbors, yard and stuff. There's a lot of birds just everywhere.
2, 5, 7, 10, 12, 14 so far.
The number turned out to be closer to about 70.
The last time we got it was about 5 or 6 years ago when a big storm came through. I was out in Pleasant Grove, and I ain't never seen one just in the neighborhood like this.
That's a pretty big clue to Kathy Rogers, who suspects foul play, pun intended.
Anytime there's a large bird kill, it's usually poisoning.
She suspects something quick acting.
They can use insecticides or anything that they can sprinkle on seed and get birds to just pick it up. I would say intentional, because usually when grackles are involved, they're so pesty and they travel in such huge groups and create such a mess that it doesn't take much for people to get pushed to the edge, as it were.
Tonight, the federal government admits to poisoning the birds. They received numerous complaints about the birds wreaking havoc on local farms. Experts say the poison they used will not harm humans, pets, or other wildlife.
Out of the blue, what is killing thousands of birds and thousands of fish in separate incidents in the same state? We get our report tonight from NBC's Janet Shamlian in Beebe, Arkansas.
They rained down on a small Arkansas town like a scene from a horror movie. Thousands of dead blackbirds on front lawns, and so many in the street, drivers could barely avoid them.
I went out to get the paper, and I looked and I said, wait a minute, what is this? And there were birds all over. We probably had 14 or 15 just in the front yard.
As many as 5,000 bird carcasses littered across a 1-mile radius after dropping from the sky on New Year's Eve.
So you had them just about everywhere.
Oh my goodness, they were all over the place.
What could have caused it? As the state veterinarian examined the birds today, theories have run the gamut, from their being hit by lightning or high-altitude hail to being spooked to death by New Year's Eve fireworks.
They do have a lot of trauma. I mean, they were like they were hit by something.
Beyond the birds and adding to the mystery, a massive fish kill also here in Arkansas, just one day earlier.
As many as 100,000 drumfish dead along a 20-mile stretch of the Arkansas River. It's 100 miles from the dead birds, but the internet was ripe with conspiracy theories. One Twitter user writing, 5,000 dead birds, now 100,000 dead fish. Definitely an alien invasion happening in Arkansas. The experts call it coincidence.
Extremely unusual. Having two events like this at practically the same time, we don't think that there's any connection whatsoever.
Wildlife officials say the fish likely died of disease, not a pollutant. Too alarming, some have called biblical-type events that have many residents wondering what's next. Janet Shamlian, NBC News, Beebe, Arkansas.